Everybody, I just wanted to show you something today and talk to you about it. This is an enema bucket. For those of you that don't know what an at-home enema bucket looks like, it's stainless steel. It goes for about $70, $80 online with shipping included, and it's changed my life. I've mentioned it in a video or two. I tend to do my own cleansing once a week. I fast dinner, which is recommended, and then the next morning I wait for my BM, bowel movement, and then I go ahead and use this baby, and I have the hanger because I hang it up on the shower curtain rod, and I lay down. It's supposed to be on your left side, I think. Wait. Actually, yes, on your left side, because that's just a better placement for your organs. So you're on your left side, or you can actually be on all fours. You leave it in as long as you can, and what goes into it is just, preferably reverse osmosis, purified water, maybe a little bit of trace minerals, but you don't really need it. And you can put it out in the sun to warm it just a little, not too warm, just kind of maybe room temperature. But I don't mind it being kind of on the colder side. And then what you do is when you're laying down, there's this white piece, you can see it right there, that piece right there opens up. So you actually, it's a restraining, so you push it back and it stays put, and then you release it when you're ready, when you're in a good position, and you push on your tummy like this in a counterclockwise motion. You push down on your tummy in a counterclockwise motion, and that helps kind of release air bubbles and also make more room, and it's more comfortable. And actually you can go ahead and shut this off, use the clamp if it's getting uncomfortable, and give it some time. It takes me about a couple minutes, maybe less, to get the water in. This one is about 2,000 milliliters, if you can do the math for that. And I hold it in for at least 5 minutes. It's good to do 10, but I do about 5 minutes, sometimes 10. And then you go ahead and get in the shower. Make sure beforehand you've taken off the screen, and like if there's some sort of metal piece that could not allow the waste to go down the drain, take that off, so it's so it stays extra clean. Then there's no backup. And you go ahead and you get in the shower, and you can go on your all fours and kind of like squat at times in there to get the remainder out. You can stand straight up and just let that liquid and waste come out of you. And I promise you, I know this is kind of crazy, but and I'll probably do a bit of a demonstration actually in the bathroom, but you feel amazing. And I say it's kind of crazy because it's so taboo in our life these days, but this is an ancient practice. Look up the Gospel of Peace. The ancient Essenes was a civilization that Jesus was raised in, and they were raw foodists, and they went off the lunar cycle, and they ate at the proper time. So when the sun was rising, they ate at the perfect time between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. for those 2 hours is breakfast. High noon between 12 and 1, and dinner, of course, when the sun was setting. So it's amazing to stay with the natural biorhythm of the earth. So anyways, the Essenes would do their own enemas, and they would actually use a gourd in the river. It talks about it in the Gospel of Peace. So check that out online. If you know about it, awesome. There's actually a lot more conscious people that, are waking up. We're all getting there. It's going to happen, folks. So yeah, the Eseans are the bomb. They are. It's a narrow path. It's not a lot of people do this type of practice with the enemas and with eating raw food. You know, fruit off the vine, food from the soil. But it's the way. I mean, most of us are going back to this. We want to live self-sustainably. We want our own gardens. We want to live in tiny structures, you know, off-grid living, solar, bamboo structures, adobe huts, you know, using bamboo utensils, which honestly, I'll say that I'm not too into those because they just get moldy so fast. You have to keep them extra dry. But you know what I'm saying, like bamboo is really coming into play. Doing these at-home enemas, being your own doctor in a sense, you know, being like your own practitioner, but also being very careful and researching properly. And by no means should you just go ahead and get an enema bucket and not know what the heck you're doing. You could hurt yourself. I mean, there's coffee enemas, which I think they're good because they're a good liver flush, and I did have a little a discussion about that on Facebook recently with some of my friends on there. I think personally they're too harsh for me, but I think on occasion maybe I would do one, maybe once every 6 months or once a year. But I just do regular old water, and I guess the coffee enemas are they are preferred or actually recommended to cancer patients, and I get that. They need a major liver flush. But a more natural way would just be to eat dandelion, because dandelion helps flush the liver out. Lemon, of course, lemon water in the morning if you're a little stopped up, helps you go right to the bathroom. Even doing an Epsom salt flush, you can just YouTube that, and there's videos about how to go ahead and do a water Epsom salt flush by actually drinking the Epsom salt in like 16-ounce glass. I used to do those before I got into more enemas. So anyways, I urge you guys to research on your own, but you know, get one of these babies when you can. This is really a doctor in a bucket for me. If I'm not feeling well because maybe I ate something that didn't agree with me, it was too heavy the night before, like something vegan, you know, and cooked, because I don't eat much of that. But when I do, I'll go ahead and make a conscious effort to fast dinner and then go ahead and get that bowel movement in the morning sometime, and then go ahead and do the enema. And I feel almost instantaneously better. And fasting is another way to look youthful, get younger, fine lines and wrinkles go away. The acne that I'm dealing with, fasting and flushing eliminates that. It's just a miracle to have our own kit at home, the enema bucket kit. And of course, I'm a firm believer in maybe going, well, not maybe, but going to do some colonics first. That's hardcore because it's a professional grade machine. A lot more water goes in and out of your body. They actually do a series of inward and then outward removal, the practitioners, and they're incredible. They're phenomenal. I did my first colonic when I was 20, and I'm actually 35 now, believe it or not. Only a number. Anyways, much love to you guys, and I'll definitely be doing a video more about enemas in the future. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave some, and I'll be seeing you again shortly. Much love. Aloha.